girls going to another party tonight. How you feeling? Hey, I'm ready to jam now, girl. Last night was kind of shaky, huh? Yes, and I know it. Really? She got hey, Cynthia. Hey, how you doing? Fine. Where do you want to go to?
Been home to watch the Guidelight, honey.
Guidelight, yes. And you know it. Hey, Kimbi.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm fine, girl.
What y'all doing now?
You're going to party again. You going with us?
No, you see these books? I have to study.
I don't
have to study.
Come on.
Nah, I don't want to hear this party.
Then we I ain't going for that.
I party too hard. Too yes. Too hard.
Put me back with you.
No. I tell you what, y'all have a nice time. Tell him I said hello and I talk to him later. So I see y'all. Good time.
She crazy. She is really awesome today. That's all right. She's on to party. And you know it.
Hello, how you doing, Ingrid? Oh, I'm doing okay. Good. I came by to study. What's new, girl? Did you hear what this fool did at school? No, girl, tell me. Girl, I'm in class now. He gonna run there like a maniac and try to grab me. They had to take him out. You kidding? Girl, no. I was so embarrassed. I was gonna quit. But these older women came and talked to me. I decided to go and stay there.
Did you, Ingrid?
Yeah.
I'm glad. You know, since you've been going there and everything, you look different. Look like your mind's made up, like you want to do something now by yourself. Better yourself.
I think the best thing I ever done was getting rid of that man.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Right. Sure. What do you want? You want to study stuff? I know you feel renewed, everything. You want to study a little bit?
No, I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired.
I know that feeling. I'm tired too. I think I'm going to go back home and take these kids to a good
So, I'll see you later.
Okay, take care.
All right. Thanks a lot for coming by.
Okay. Good luck, kid.
Thanks.
Hello, Kimbi. Do you know who I am now?
Yes, you're my soul.
Yes, I am, Kimbi. I come to you tonight to tell you a story of a young farm girl who left the country and went to the city. She had learned how to survive, but survival was not enough. So she went to find herself and live out her hopes and dreams. Before she left, she harvested the crop in her garden, as she had done each fall. This woman is much like you. She has left the city and is returning home. And now you are ready to return and plant new seeds in the garden of your dreams. Rest, Kimbi. Sleep soundly. Tomorrow awaits your song.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, man. Hey, yeah, man. Come in here to get you, man. Get you out of this jail, man. You could have some crazy down at school, man. What you so hung up on Kimbi going to school, man? She's doing great.
Hey.
That girl is smart down there, man. She be helping me.
Hey, that's beside the point. I told Kimbi about that school and the way I felt about it. It is? Hey, man, I told her from jump. Period. You know, I told her from jump.
Check this out. You can't fight this feeling any longer. And show. The way you feel for Kimbi has grown stronger. Don't you think she really should know? And the best thing to do is always hard. That's like trying to get to heaven without the Lord. She's just wanting to use her mind that ain't so crazy. And the wrong thing to do is also easy. Now you ask yourself, will it last forever? Why are you so afraid of your fears? You can't recall what you're fighting for. Now is there a reason for your tears? Because the best thing to do is always hard. That's like trying to get to heaven without the Lord. She just wants to use her mind that ain't so crazy. And the wrong thing to do is also easy. The best thing to do is always hard. That's just trying to get to heaven without the Lord. And you know, she just wants to use her mind, and that ain't so crazy. And the wrong thing to do, man, that's so easy. So let me tell you what you gonna have to do now. We're gonna get you together, man.
I got a problem with these fractions. Can you help me?
Well, I'm not quite sure myself. Kimbi knows. Why don't you ask her?
Kimbi, can you help me?
What is it?
Wait a minute, I'll get around there, I'll show you.
Okay.
The fractions, huh? I've forgotten how to divide them.
Okay, you just roll it over and you multiply. Sit like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
Okay.
like that. You take it.
Yeah.
Like that. Then you multiply it across.
Oh, you're dumb. Thanks.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Glad somebody knew something. Hey, it works.
You got it?
I got it. This is easy.
Come in.
Hello, Kimbi. Say, I need to talk to you, baby. About us in general, you know? Just about us, you know? Hey, you remember the night we met at John's party? You know, it was like, when you walked into the room, like the scent of your perfume, you captured me. Kimbi, it's you. We danced all through the night. It was moonbeams and starlight. It was wonderful. Kimbi, it's you. Forget the past. Let this moment last. Now that you are here, Kimbi, hold me near. You kiss me and then your touch made me feel again. You thrill me. Kimbi, it's you. Kimbi, it's you. song stays in my heart. Take me, Kimbi, I'm yours. Kimbi, be mine. Kimbi, it's you. Hey, look here, Kim. I've gone about this all wrong. And I'm sorry about it. I just felt that I would lose you, or I was less than a man, that you were out there away from it. Hey, if school is what you want to do, I'm here. I'll do the babysitting or whatever. If you want more education, baby, here I am. I'm behind you all the way. Just give me another chance. I know how to act now.
Charles, sit down. You're worrying me to death.
I can't help it, Loretta. I can't help it. After all this schooling, I hope she... Hey, baby, how did you do?
I got the job.
Right on.
How do you feel?
Well, I'm happy for you, Kimbi.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Welcome back. Now, what did you think of the play?
Well, I liked the play. Of course, I was in it. Liked it.
Okay. Did you feel that it was realistic?
I think it was a very adequate presentation of what our students are going through, but not just our student, but any adult who's trying to go back to school in the 80s.
Okay. How has the changes in the relationship between men and women in the last 20 years affected women returning to school?
Tremendously. More women have decided to enter the workforce. We saw the recession of the 70s with many of the male population losing their jobs, the females being forced back into the workforce, and of course if they were untrained, all of a sudden they need to seek that extra training.
Hope, could you tell me what kind of problems would a woman have returning to school when they have a family?
As far as babysitting, and you find a babysitter for your kids, and you have to go home. If you have a husband, you have to cook dinner, and your house has to be clean, and then he gets upset because this isn't done, and wants to jump all down your back, and he wants to tell you, you don't need to go to school. All you need to do is just sit at home and take care of the kids, clean house. And that's not right.
Okay. Do you have an equal number of men and women who have returned to school? Loretta, I know that you are an aide there, an assistant there. If you could give us some idea of what your clientele is.
We have, I'd say about 90% female, maybe less than 10 male. But
have they found that they have any particular problems in returning to school?
oh, sure.
Okay.
Just being able to catch the bus, have the money to get the bus fare to get to school. Sometimes they drive a car and maybe they've got the gas to get there and they don't have the money to get home on. Babysitting. Husband separated from the wife. It's not only female, it's male also that has this problem.
Okay. Do you feel that money is a big factor in people returning to school?
Definitely, especially for the female. Again, we'll stress babysitting as a big problem for her. Luckily, there are federal agencies that if she's qualified to meet, that she can get some assistance there. But I think it's just a change in routine. Now you've got to find transportation. You may be eating lunch away from the home, and that's more costly. So I think the big factor in going back to school has to be the financial consideration in the beginning.
Okay. Do you think that women have guilt feelings about leaving their children when they return to school?
Some do. They have a feeling they don't like to leave them with just anybody, and like most of the people work, that they like to leave them with is so much going around. Most of them have little bitty kids, and little kids don't take well to just anybody. You just can't leave them with anybody. And they don't want to leave them, but they want to get their lives, back on track. They want to.
Now, you have 2 children yourself, is that correct?
Yeah.
Now, has that been a problem for you in returning to school?
Not really for me. My aunt babysits for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Loretta, do you feel that when adults return to school that it jeopardizes old friendships or old relationships?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
The older student is a very good student. 3/4 of them are very good students. They get into those books and they crack those books. When I was in school, I didn't do anything for 6 months. All I did was study, because it's been so many years since I've been back to school. And the older student has to study much harder until they get into a routine again. That it does take about 5 to 7 weeks to get into a routine. And it is hard work. Very hard work.
Now, you also had returned to school as an adult.
Yes.
And you found these same experiences?
I sure did.
Okay.
I sure did.
Okay. To what extent can the fact that older adults have more experiences than young adults affect the older adults' school performance?
I think they're less tolerant in the classroom of some of the younger students. They're less tolerant of behavior that they feel is a waste of time. They're there to learn, the older student. And sometimes they get very, very aggressive with the younger student, saying, hey, don't waste my time. I'm here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to get my education. In that effect, they're a very good peer model for some of our younger students.
Okay. Why do women or adults want to return to school?
I think the job market has demanded it. The recession of the 70s demanded it. No more can we have a one-income family. It takes 2 incomes in a family now to support people, especially if you have children in school or of high school age. You need the additional funds, and so the woman has to join the workforce.
Do you feel like viewing a play like this might encourage some adults to return to school?
I think they would. I think it would. Yes, I do.
And you think it realistically presents the problems?
That's correct. Okay. It shows the problem. It shows how you can get out of the problem, too. But it's a lot of hard work.
Hope, do you find it difficult to find time to study?
Sometimes.
Okay, because I know you go home to a family and with all its responsibilities, and then you have to take your homework home also, and I just wondered, in the play we saw that Kimbi had some difficulty finding quiet time to study. The baby would be banging on the floor or whatever.
It's hard, but I feel like if you got younger kids, like I do, I put them in bed at 9, and then after then I study. And sometimes it gets a little hard on me because I have to study into the wee hours of the morning, but if you really want to do it, you get it done. And if you have an older child, it more or less understands what you're going through, but you can make time.
Okay. Do you find that most of the students who graduate from the Meadows School Center are finding jobs in the job market?
We're very successful in the 3 programs that we offer, especially in the nurses aid program that Loretta's involved in. The demand is so high we can't even meet the needs of the market area.
Okay. Are you familiar with other programs in the city that are encouraging people to return to school?
From the public sector on, from IPS Day Adult, we have many private schools. We have IUPUI, who is offering classes in the shopping centers to help the working mothers and people of this sort. So I think it's a combined effort.
How can adults get back in school? What is the first step that they need to take? Maybe, Loretta, if you give me an idea of how did you get back in school?
Well, I got laid off, of course, and I was looking around, not knowing what to do, and I was downtown at the food stamp store with a friend of mine. And coming out of there on the street was a little man with a flyer, and it said where to go and what they offered. And so just for the heck of it, I called him. And my friend did too. We both graduated, of course. We went to that school in the same program, and that's how I got into there, just from a flyer.
Okay. And Hope, how did you decide, this is what I want to do, I want to go back to school?
I put my oldest son in school, and I thought it would be neat if we both went to school. I put him in school last year, and he didn't take to it very well. So I figured maybe if I went too, then he'd relate to me going, we'd both get into it together.
Okay.
It's pretty neat.
Do you find that men often see their wives or their girlfriends as a threat when they go back to school?
Yeah.
Can you expound on that a little bit?
Well, not from my view, but I've got a couple of friends that started with me. They weren't able to finish, and they figured that they should be at home, with the kids. They should be at home when they got home from work. And they didn't feel like that they should go out and learn anymore,
Why do you think that is?
Maybe they felt like they was going to make more money than them.
Okay.
And leave them.
Do you find that most adults are aware of the funding that is available for them to return to school?
No, I think there's a lot more information that needs to be sent out to the public in this area. There are an awful lot of groups out there who have money to give to students or to loan to students to help them in school, and the word just isn't out on the street. Basically, we can fund almost anybody who walks in our doors, and almost any college in the city can do that.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about the services that you offer at the Meadows Skills Center?
Besides having, of course, when a student enters, they're assigned to an admissions counselor who basically takes them through this program step by step to give them some idea of what we offer. Then they are tested for a basic reading comprehension. From that point on, then, they're into the classroom, and I think we have a very, very dedicated staff, like Loretta, who's working with the students. Then, upon graduation, we also have placement services.
Okay. Loretta, do you find that you are able to give a lot of individual attention to the students in the classroom setting?
Yes, I give quite a bit of individual attention. I also tutor quite a bit. I take those that are difficult ones under my wing because the teachers naturally don't have the time in the lab to devote, because there's so many in there at one time. Some of the classes are pretty good size. So if I have a problem child, I take one in my wing or him and see what we can do with them.
Okay, well, I think that it certainly has been beneficial for us to view a play like Kimbi, and I hope that others will also be able to enjoy this experience. And I thank you for joining us on Access Indianapolis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.